Over to Manchester City, Sheikh Mansour has increased his shareholding in City Football Group after he was behind last year's investments. Is this a big boost for Manchester City?
Yes, I think it's another vote of confidence that Sheikh Mansour and Silver Lake are going to be playing ball together. There's no doubt they see the City Football Group as a major investment, and they have built a very envious, good selection of clubs that they've managed to knit together. I think it's an investment in the overall group, not just in Man City. And so, yes, I think it's very much a positive, and it shows that there's continued faith and belief in the overall structure.
And Man City have spent well over £100 million on January signings. We know Kusanov, Vitor Reis. It looks like Omar Marmoush obviously came in. It looks like they may get Andrea Cambiasso from Juventus. But also we've heard Pep kind of talk about some of these players and almost seem like he doesn't know that much about them up to this point. I think he said about Kusanov, I know he can play, but I don't know where he can play. And we saw some of those issues against Chelsea on the weekend. Does any of this point to you as a concern of a potential transfer ban incoming? It just seems a little bit rushed and not the way Manchester City usually operate.
No, I don't see that happening in terms of a transfer ban. I think City have got more than enough headroom in terms of PSR, if that's the issue you think. I don't see any other problems with that. Look, Pep is probably in a strange place in his head right now. He's very aware of these players. You know he will be, and they'll have talked through the strategy continually. He'll know what he's talking about, but he expresses himself sometimes in different ways, and I wouldn't read too much into it at all. He'll know these players inside out, will know what he wants to do with them, but will have options, and so perhaps he's trying to express that he's got other options he's thinking about with them, but not quite decided which option he's going to land on. That's how I sort of read it. But I say you've got to be looking at Pep these days and trying to decipher what he really is meaning and how that incredible brain is working at that time.
And there was a bit of an odd transfer with Juma Ba, where Man City were linked with him. Girona, I believe, ended up buying him from Real Valladolid and then sent him on loan to Lens, where Kusanov went to Manchester City from. All of this seems like they're kind of escaping away around the, multi-club operation where, Girona can't loan players directly to Manchester City. What do you make of this messy situation?
It's not quite as messy as it may appear. I think the problem, in my opinion, lies with Valladolid. They had a chance to tie this player down. He was on a youth contract, I believe, when he came in from Sierra Leone. And it is quite common for the players to buy out their own release clause price. And this is what he's done. I believe it was €6 million. And so he was given the money to go and register that with the Spanish Federation and buy himself out. I don't think there's been any tapping up. I think Valladolid had plenty of time to get this player onto the senior roster, renew his contract and get it done. I think, in my opinion, that the fault lies with them. And I don't blame City for picking up young talent and doing it as quickly and as efficiently as they can do. As I say, there's nothing to me that seems untoward. The Spanish system of buying out release clauses is something that's quite common practice. So I would say it's Valladolid and under the ownership of the old Ronaldo. And I know that the fans were very unhappy with him at the weekend, and they're looking to try and sell the club. So just another unfortunate misstep, I think, from that particular club, who are languishing at the bottom of the table right now and looking like relegation candidates. But now I think City are